Hi everyone, this is Mr. L, and I'd like to go over this assignment on the viruses and specifically the coronavirus. And we're going to use the BrainPop site. So you're going to go to the BrainPop site and you're going to start on this page, which looks like you can click on here and it's going to look like this about the coronavirus. And you're going to begin with what you have right here. You're going to watch this video. It's a 4-minute video. And then, following directions, after you watch the video, you're going to read the related reading section. And I'm actually going to read that with you now, which is this button here in the BrainPop page. So I'm going to read along with you way back when. So the recorded history of viral diseases goes back to before anyone knew what a virus was. Early writings called hieroglyphs show that the ancient Egyptians knew about polio. The Persian scholar Rhazes also wrote the first descriptions of smallpox and measles in the 10th century. But no one knew what was causing all these illnesses until the end of the 19th century. In 1884, a French microbiologist, Charles Chamberlain, invented a porcelain filter with pores small enough to catch bacteria. 8 years later, Russian biologist Dmitry Ivanovsky used this filter to experiment on tobacco leaves infected with a mysterious disease. He used the filter to remove all of the bacteria from the infected leaves, but when he exposed other plants to the bacteria-free leaves, they still got sick. Ivanovsky reasoned that something smaller than bacteria must have been causing the condition. That something was what we now refer to as a virus. The term was coined by Dutch microbiologist Martinus Beijerinck. He conducted experiments similar to Ivanovsky's in 1898. As a result, Ivanovsky and Beijerinck are often considered joint discoverers of viruses. It wasn't until the invention of powerful electron microscopes in 1931 that scientists were able to get an up-close look at an actual virus. Instead of using visible light, these microscopes illuminate objects using beams of electrons, negatively charged particles that make up atoms. The devices can magnify objects so that they appear millions of times larger. Viruses were finally revealed in all their glory. The first images were like a glimpse into an alien world. Before then, scientists had no idea how viruses invade cells, and that knowledge has proven crucial to stopping their spread. And then you'll go to this next page, in depth. It begins here. In December of 2019, doctors in China diagnosed a number of pneumonia cases in a group of people who had visited a seafood and live animal market in the city of Wuhan. The culprit turned out to be a virus. Scientists identified it as a new strain of coronavirus, and they named it SARS-CoV-2. It is related to another coronavirus named SARS-CoV, which began making people sick in 2003. That first virus was quickly brought under control, but the new SARS-CoV-2 was just getting started and no one knew exactly what to expect. What happened in Wuhan? Did the virus jump the species barrier from animals to humans, or did it have something to do with the city's Institute of Virology, where researchers routinely handle infectious agents? Rumors swirled that this new coronavirus was a science experiment gone wrong. Fortunately, there was a way to find out by studying the virus's genetic code. Just like living organisms, viruses carry a sequence of genetic information that's unique, like a fingerprint. Studying it helped scientists determine where SARS-CoV-2 came from. So coronavirus particles were collected from infected individuals and from samples at the Virology Institute. Comparison of their genetic fingerprints showed that they did not match. In other words, SARS-CoV-2 did not come from the Virology Institute. The genetic code of SARS-CoV-2 revealed that the virus is very similar to one found in bats. Bats carry this other virus without getting sick, but that doesn't mean it would not sicken humans. This information helps scientists confirm that the virus started out in bats and made it into the human population through a single person. Then it spread from human to human until thousands were infected. Knowing the new coronavirus's genetic code doesn't only tell us about its origins, it also helps us track what it might do in the future. Viruses often mutate or change their genetic information as they spread through a population. Keeping tabs on SARS-CoV-2 genetic progresses will buy precious time in any possible future outbreaks. Scientists will be more prepared to develop ways to contain the virus and make it less harmful. All right, so after you look at that, you're going to go and take the quiz. And the quiz is here on the bottom of any page here on the BrainPop. You can take this quiz. And after that, you should go write out definitions and use each term in a sentence in the vocabulary section. And the vocabulary section is right here, and the several terms you're going to use there. And then last, if you want for an extra bonus, see if you can answer the questions in the challenge section. These are much more difficult questions. In this button here, you go here and you'll find the questions are higher level questions. Let me show you the first one. It's actually a sample of how tough they are. Well, there you have it. You're going to watch the video. You're going to read the in-depth and related readings, and then you're going to take the quiz. Just to show you, here's how tough these questions are. It says, number 1, what do all viruses have in common? Choose more than one answer. And we've all learned that when you have a question like this, choose more than one answer. That could mean that there are 2 answers. That could mean there are 3 or more. We don't really know. And so they give you that. What do all they have in common? Choose more than one. Infect living cells, main goal is to replicate, and so on. So there you have it. That's the assignment for the virus, the coronavirus. I hope you have fun with it. Thanks. See you next time.